working with the list, it's time that we want to shift the data upward or downward. And there are many reasons for that. We might have some patterns that we want to create, or we want to remove some items from our list. So in order to do that, we are using the shift list, which is basically from the sets. We go to the list, and here we can find the item shifting on the list. And you can do the same thing, just typing, finding that here. So here we have multiple inputs. The first input is list, obviously the list that we get, the list of the points in this case. The second one is that it's going to be getting the value, that what is going to be the value that we are getting from the list, and meaning that how many of this point, the starting point or at the end point, we are shifting. So if I go with, like, for example, 3 for this case, that means that the list is shifted 3 points. So right now the original list is having a 10 item, and if I go here and connect this to here, you see that this is basically shifting my list, but the sequence of the points changes. So basically the item number, the index item 0, which was with the value of x of 13, now it is on the item number 8. So the difference, if you want to visualize that, is that if I bring this here and then the second one here, you see that is basically and on my list is everything is moving. So this item now is the first item. This point here is the first item on my list, new list. Now, there is another way of dealing with this data as well, and that means that right now what it does is just shifting and then adding all the item that is removed from the first part to the end of this, which will work with this wrap. This wrap work with the Boolean value, so I will bring another Boolean value to this, so Boolean toggle, and right now the value is true, and you see that the item here is 10, and at the end we have the 10 item. So if I click here, you see that the item that is shifted from the top part is not appended to this list anymore. So we are basically removing this. And then it's similar to what happened last time when the two lists are different. You see that the Grasshopper by default, and we will learn about different interconnecting the data points, interaction of the data, but for now you see that it goes from the list, so item number one, all the way to this item here, and then when it's get to the last one, it's just connecting the last one to like the last 4 item on the second list, which is this list that is bigger than the other one. So that's the way of doing it. But what if I want to remove the item from the end of the list? So that way, what I will do is that I will go with different number slider. Basically, this time is going to be 0 called -3. So the number that I get is -3, so basically it's going to be -3 from this list, which basically means that the 3 item at the bottom of this. So if I connect this to the shift, you see that the 3 item at the end of the list will be removed, and since it was still false, it doesn't add to this list either.